Welcome back again to another installment of the Pantheon of Apollo. And guess what? This is episode 2 for the day, so I think what are we going to call this? Episode 17.5 maybe? I like doing the .5. It makes me feel all special. But welcome back if you joined us for the last episode, Fingers and Friends. Shoulders, knees, and toes. Well, no, knees and toes are next. So we're just gonna continue. Just yeah, we're just gonna keep continuing on with what we're doing. Um, we're gonna do. This part's gonna get pretty sketchy. I'm not gonna lie to you. The reason for that is we're going into a territory that I'm not too sure of. And what I mean by that, um, what I mean by that is okay, so there's a tutorial that I posted 1 or 2 episodes ago um, about the basic low poly character design, which is kind of what I followed for the head. It's where I learned about the mirror modifier. The entire arm was done from Mr. Falzon tutorials, and that was done based off of his tutorial how to do a hand. So I did everything from the shoulders to the tips of the fingers on the based off of nothing but his hand tutorial. I kind of pieced that all together. Now for this, I'm not 100% sure what to do here. Oops. So, oops. I'm gonna just try to make this up as I go. And maybe use the same lessons that we used for the hands and the arms. So a lot of Shift D, extrude Z, grab X. Oops, my cursor was down too far. So so scale this down. Scale that way down. Scale that way down. There we go. We're starting to get something going on here. Now, I very well could go back and watch. I think it might have been CG. Oh, remember. I'd have to go back and look. So I could go back and look and see the tutorial on how to do a low poly character and sort of get an idea of how to do this part of it. But I think it would be more fun rotate. There we go. So anyway, so what I was saying is I think it'd just be more fun to see if we can't just make this up as we go. Make up our own path. Instead of following a tutorial. Yeah. So this is all new. Alright, so what I'm doing here is, again, I said this on a couple videos ago, but if I'm remembering the laws of human proportions correctly, the distance from your shoulder to your elbow should equal the distance between your groin and your knee. So that's sort of the premise that I'm going on right now. And that's the premise that I'm hoping is correct. If it's not, that's acceptable. But knowing something like that, oops, will help us set. Yeah, that's about right. I can grab this just a little bit. But what was I saying about that? Oh yeah, knowing rule. Oops, nope. Here, there we go. Knowing the rules like that can be pretty helpful when it comes to scaling your character. There we go. So I'm going to keep doing basically the same thing. So now we're going to switch out of this mode. The orthographic mode, I believe is called. Let's go up here to, so same concept as we did before. We are going to fill in our waist. And then connect our pelvis. And this, I'm liking this idea. All right, so let's do that just a little bit. Then this modular design. See, I almost made that same mistake again. That would have created a face between these three. Sounds like the boys are giving my significant other a run for her money today. And here, don't forget to fill in that face. So I like this modular idea, this idea of creating everything in a modular spot. So focusing on the head and then the chest and then, you know, creating the fingers. That was a pretty, so far that's been a pretty efficient method. I don't know if we're ready to connect these yet. This might need some tweaking, so let's grab. No. So now this is going to get tricky. Well, maybe not as tricky as I'm thinking. Might not be as bad as I'm thinking. This part might get edited out because I'm not really talking much. See, if I was to shut the recording off and practice, actually, you know what? It might be a good idea to just fill these in. So that way I can get a sense of what's happening here. And just keep doing this for a second. Alright, so that's what that looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going up, go to face select. Let's do extrude Z. Somewhere in there. Grab Z. Extrude. Scale. And then my toes get bigger as they go in. So let's go line select. Grab along, along the Y. So grab Y. So like that. Maybe that'd be the best way to do it. Maybe a little bit more extreme. So like that, maybe. That looks all right. So yeah, we are starting to have, actually, you know what I should do? Let's take the same approach as we did for our hands. So let's grab Y, let's grab that back down here. Let's do this, let's do Control R. 5 toes, so that's 4. That's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so let's do Control R. How do I want to go about this? Not like this. Let's do Control Z. All right, so I'm wondering if I didn't go about this wrong already. All right, so F3. Edge. Split. And graph. All right, so what I couldn't remember was what it was called, and it was called edge split. So if you hit F3 with all these highlighted, I already went over that. Not gonna do it again. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to shift in, select and select, and we are going to grab. Nope, we're going to extrude along the Y. Yep, just like that. So, and then this is just going to be the same process as we did with the hand. Something's weird here. Oh, I see what's happening. It's okay. That's not going to hurt nothing. All right, so now we select. make our big toe, our middle toe, or our pointer toe? I'm never really quite sure what that one title was. So I guess let's start with our pinky toe. Let's scale it way down. Grab along the y-axis and bring it all the way back because we got a tiny little pinky toe. And then this toe is just a little bit bigger. And then if I look down at my foot, because I'm not wearing socks, this toe goes back to, goes back to a little bit about there. Actually, you know what I should do? I should do how I did it with the hand and create the knuckles by going Shift D along the Y, extrude Y, scale down. So this is what we're gonna sort of have. This one. And then the other thing is no, I want this one, this one, this one. And the reason I'm doing that is because if I look down at my toe, or my feet, my toe, I guess that would still be right. Oh, do we have, so this is one of the things that I like to So how did this happen? And how do I fix it? Let's try that. Okay, I see. Let's delete that. So then we select this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and fill that. This is just fixing something. I don't know what was happening there. Not sure how that just transpired. So you guys seen me. Again, I was just talking. Wasn't paying no mind to it. So now if I hit here, there we go, that works better. So I don't know what I did there. I don't know how I made that mistake, but it's nothing wrong. We were able to fix it. So let's go here. We were able to fix it. So I don't know how I did that, but somehow maybe what had happened is there's a possibility that when I was extruding this face out right here to create the toe, I may have extruded twice, and so it may have had a duplicate face on it. And then when I connected and filled in these knuckles here, or these toe knuckles, I don't know, is that considered knuckles on your toes? Joints? Maybe that's the more politically correct term I'm looking for, is joints. But when I filled in those joints here, I think what had happened is we discovered that leftover geometry. So that's no big deal. I mean, that's the stuff you're looking for when you're working on this stuff like this. So now, And I think his legs are actually too short. It does look goofy. And I think these have to be facing outwards because most people don't point their feet straight forward. You see what I'm saying? These have to go sort of, so maybe if I do this, let's try wireframe mode. That's a face in there. Yeah, that's no bueno. See, we discovered another mistake, so it is all good in the hood. So let's try rotate. Let's try maybe like that. And then again, this is all just experimenting and playing with it. I don't know if this is going to turn out well. I don't have a tutorial to cite for this process that I'm doing right now. I am making this up on the spot, which is a good practice. Oops. Which is good practice. Because in all reality, when you're doing something, when you're doing something like a project of any kind, you're not always going to have a tutorial to hold your hand. Whoops. And you're not going to have a tutorial every time for every situation. Especially right now with how 2.8, if you're using 2.8, if you're using 2.8, you've probably noticed a mild lack of tutorials. And the reason that is because 2.8 is still in an infancy stage. So when you use 2.8, you have to understand that the tutorials will come, And then you have people like me that do, you know what, this is the problem here. All right, so. But, actually, let's try something here. Let's try. There we go. We're getting a good foot shape doing it that way. Yeah, that'll work out great. Um, I can't remember how we did that either. Wait, there we go. Scale Z0. That's what it was. That's how you zero them out and level them. I asked that question a while ago, and nobody understood what the hell I was talking about. But for example, like right here, you can go scales. Whoops! I pushed too many buttons. Scale Z0, and it'll level it out. But you see what I'm seeing here, I think we have some hidden geometry going on. So what we're going to do, we're going to delete this edge, delete this edge, delete this little edge, and then I'm going to examine in here between the toes. I don't see no extra, so let's fill this back in. Fill, not to be confused with Uncle Phil. Fresh Prince. Fill. All right, so that fixed that. And then, so yeah, I'm gonna just stop for now. I think we've made some really good progress on this. We've gotten some curvature to our foot. I'm gonna go back to line select and play with this some more. And I'm just gonna keep about there. And then keep playing with the lines. You know, because the outside of my foot, I don't know about you, but the outside of my foot is a little bit smaller. So my foot kind of goes at an angle from up here to down here. So it's going to take me some time to play with the mesh down here to get this all formed right. But nope, 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 nope. I was just experimenting with other stuff. That might work if I just keep doing that. Oh, don't want that. There we go. So vertical is scale X0. Horizontal is scale Z0. What if I scale Y0? It still just inverts it, so. All right. So that's where I'm gonna leave it, guys. I'm gonna keep working on it and keep trying to get you guys a good product. I'm try to get the bottom of the foot to curve properly. I might not mess with it. I feel like I need to though. I think it should happen. I'm just trying to circle because if you look at the back of your leg, it's a little circular, like your heel area. So right about there somewhere. We'll keep playing with it though. Just like I think this whole line needs to come up just a little bit. Control save, by the way, if you're following along. But that's where we're gonna stop for the day. 9, 2, and 1. So this is something that you can definitely do. So that's my goal, is to show you guys you can do it. And if I get to the point where I'm making full feature length animations and short stories and stuff like that, which is my goal, I think the ultimate end game here for me is to create a video game or a short game, something, I don't know. But with that being said, that's what, or how you put it, that's what I mean, is that you just got to find a little bit of time throughout the week, even if it's only an hour or two every couple days, just making your little tweaks here and there. Eventually you can have an entire world that you created on your own. And you don't need to go to college. You don't need super expensive equipment. Um, don't let your teachers tell you that you can't do this on your own with no help, because look at how far we've come with just a few hours each week. I'm proud of this right here. So thank you guys for stopping by. So I'll see you next week, if not sooner. So thanks for stopping by. Stay classy, and I'll see you.